He's a former professional hockey player who suited up with teams around the globe.
Hey, positive and mental attitude gets us to win, right?
Now he coaches the golf team.
We're going to talk maps.
And teaches world geography at Manchester Memorial High School.
Oh, I like that.
Where students often ask him about one of his best buds.
Sparkly, keep it up, Sparkly.
Tell Adam Sandler I said hi.
I will. When I talk to him, you'll be the first.
My geography teacher's friends with Adam Sandler.
And I've seen all his movies growing up, so it's like really weird that I have a teacher that knows him.
I like to say that, you know, we grew up together, and one of us went and got international fame, and the other one went to Hollywood. That's what happened.
Kyle McDonough met Adam Sandler in first grade.
I texted him last night, so that's a good, probably my oldest friend. He cannot sit still. He is that kind of guy. He's a workaholic, and he loves it. He's on tour right now.
Kyle's sister and fellow teacher says the friends were always together.
That's where they would all be running around the driveway with their boots on the ice, because my dad would freeze the ice. So that's where Kyle was honing those skills, that slap shot that turned him into Happy Gilmore.
I'm going to sit here at the step.
Yeah, I don't know how that got in there. When I was younger, that was another 50 yards.
Kyle had such an impressive drive on the golf course that he inspired Sandler's hit movie, Happy Gilmore. And he's got the clubs to prove it.
Is this your bag?
So they say, yes, that is my bag. I don't get it confused too many times on the course. Then he said when he was going out to film the first one, he goes, you know, we're doing it. We're making that movie about the hockey player that plays golf.
Kyle says the happy swing is all Sandler.
There's his genius thrown in there. We came up with the steppity steps. He's a pretty smart kid.
Let's see it.
That Adam. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see. If I even hit the ball. Happy's much better than me. I can try one more here. Terrible form. I do not coach that with my kids.
Almost 30 years after Happy Gilmore, Sandler invited Kyle to be in the sequel.
He said that, you know, we got a little thing for you in the second, you know, Happy Gilmore might want to get in. You know, it's that weird kind of, what do they call them, Easter eggs or something? So I went out and filmed. It was a weekend. It was fantastic. I got to be a superstar for a weekend.
For years, I've been telling people, you know, he was the inspiration for Happy Gilmore. And every time they go, really? And then Adam said it, and now people believe me.
Has he let it go to his head at all? No, it's gone to my head. I want everyone to know that I am Happy Gilmore's sister.
Kyle attended the premiere to see his big scene.
When you actually saw it, were you like, that's it?
Yeah, because I know what I filmed. Yeah, I thought there'd be something.
If you blinked, you missed it.
Right there. That's me. What was that, a second and a half?
Did you see him in it?
I didn't see him in it. I didn't catch him.
I looked for him. My son and I watched it, and I went, buddy, we got to go back.
Me drinking the Coke, that's my big part. I drink a Coke like nobody's business.
What did you think about his performance?
Oh, Oscar performance.
I filmed a longer scene, had some lines and everything, but they threw me in the water. It was kind of wild. And I came out of the water, I put on the same outfit again. They dried my hair and made me look great. I did it again, did it like 5 times. And then the movie comes out. And he called me, he goes, McD, I've got some bad news. You're in it. But we had to cut it down. I go, again. Because it happened in another movie before in Grown Ups 2. I filmed a quick scene there too. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. He called me up, McD, sorry, we had to cut it. So, hey, showbiz is rough.
I think he was hoping for at least a couple minutes of fame.
I mean, come on, right? I mean, he's the inspiration for it.
I agree. He should get a cut while he's at it too, but I'm not his agent.
You come on the golf course, but you never leave the hockey behind. Just like Happy. That one's going in. Ah! Too much. I like that one. Roll on there.
You like playing with a hockey stick?
I actually was kind of cool. I think that'd be neat to do around with a stick. You might not, score a record, but it'd be kind of fun.
Is there going to be a Happy 3?
Oh, my God. Imagine that. Old man Happy. Maybe you should coach golf like I do now.
And the thing about it is that he's kind of embarrassed with all the attention. but we're also really happy that he's getting it.
1, 2, 3. Pretty good. That was pretty good.
You're a good teacher.